What's up, guys? My name is Aaron.
I'm Nikki.
And today we're here to answer some questions.
Woo.
My name is Aaron Siegler. I was born and raised in Germany. My degree that I'm pursuing is ministry leadership.
Yes.
And the concentration is local church pastor. And I'm a senior.
Nice. I'm Nikki. I was born in the Philippines, but I was raised in Texas. My degree is psychology with a minor in Christian counseling, and I'm a senior as well.
The question should be, why not ORU? But I'm joking. Seriously, I was at a conference in 2019, and my goal was just to go to conference and go back home. But as I was there, God was telling me to pursue a degree at Oral Roberts University. It didn't make sense at the time. I was already in Tulsa, so after the conference, I walked on campus, and I felt the presence of the Lord and knew this is the place I have to be, even though I didn't agree with God.
Yeah. And for me, I think I was a senior in high school. I did not apply to any other college because we had a representative come to our school, and he talked about the whole aspect of ORU, so the mind, body, and spirit, which I really loved. And the same thing, I walked on campus and felt the presence of the Lord, and literally didn't apply to any other college, and it was just a really smooth transition.
The degree I've chosen is ministry leadership, and I believe it's easy in this time and age just to pick up your Bible, look at a camera, and start preaching. And I believe there's some principle the Lord wants to teach me through my degree that I wouldn't have learned by myself, but that I would learn by listening to teachers that have been to Israel, that have bunch of degrees, but also the experience and the wisdom to teach others how to use the principle of God in a way where you don't abuse others, because it happens sometimes where you're gifted, that the Lord has anointed you or blessed you, and can abuse people with the gift God has given you. Yep.
Nice. My degree is psychology and counseling. I chose that degree because I remember in high school, I thought to myself, I could be a doctor, and I could help. If somebody broke their leg, I could help heal their leg. But as they grow older, that leg will still deteriorate with their age. But if you help heal somebody's heart, that's the one thing that continues to grow stronger in a person. So I think that's why I chose counseling, and there's such a power in just listening to people and knowing that somebody's listening to you. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. I think one of the greatest challenges is sleep. Oh my gosh.
What?
Because if you don't sleep enough, and I know I sound like an old person and I'm getting there, but if you don't sleep enough, you sleep, is it depravity? Deprivation really affects your whole day, and even affects your whole school year. And the way, that was my biggest challenge, to be honest. And I think the way I have overcome my challenge, and even still going through the challenge, is by setting boundaries. I don't pick up my phone after 11, and it helps me a lot. It helps me a lot to stay focused and to wake up early, because I go to bed late and wake up early, so I had to change something in order to function for school, friends, and all the other challenges that come throughout the day.
Yeah, that's good. Mine's a little bit more serious. I mourned a lot. Heartbreak and deaths last year. Actually, we both went through that. But I think how we overcame it is just having godly community around you. I think I made the realization last year, but there's a story in the Bible where there's this guy who his friends, right, brought him to Jesus, found a way to bring him to Jesus, and then Jesus says, because of their faith, you're healed. And so I remember in that morning season, I felt like my faith was gone. I felt like I didn't have enough strength to reignite it, but it was really seeing the faith of my friends and through the prayer of my friends that it was able to be healed. So just having godly community will help you through stages where it just feels like all you're doing is mourning. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, Proverbs 3:5. So trust in Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. And then I think in 6 it says, in all your ways seek understanding, something like that. I have to double check. Acknowledge him. Something, yeah. Let's just Proverbs 3:5, okay? Trust in Lord with all your heart, do not lean on your understanding. Has been such a blessing to me. It has helped me since 2018. That's the verse I always go to and run with and hide in, because I always have to remember that my understanding might fail me, what I see might fail me, but to trust in the Lord will never fail me, ever, all the days of my life. He will be faithful and has been faithful.
For me, I just read this the other day, but I thought it was really good. But I don't know, it's in 2 Chronicles, but it talks about Jehoshaphat's war. Did you hear that? So basically, Jehoshaphat finds that these multitudes of people are about to attack him. And he gets very fearful, but he says, Lord, I don't know what to do, but my eyes are on you. And then he calls on his, I guess it's his country or his people to go on a fast. And as they're fasting and praising, their enemies start fighting each other. And so I think the biggest piece of advice or verse is that you really win battles when you fight on your knees. We've seen prayer come through for us time and time again. And so it's just fighting, letting God fight for you, but going to God first, I think, is the best piece of advice, because in college there's not a lot of black and white sometimes. It's a lot of just seeking the Lord for guidance and having him fight the battles that are his. So yeah.
Find the right friends. Like, friendships are more important than the degree you pursue. Friendships are more important than how much money you make. Because if you don't have the right friends, you can have 7 figures, 6 figures, but still celebrate everything by yourself. But having the friends that they're going to be with you, they're going to pray with you, they're going to challenge you, is one of the most vital things you can have. And that's what my host mom told me, who lives in California. She said, Aaron, the friends you make matter way more than the amount of money you will pursue. And she's a secular person, she's not a believer. So if it comes from a person who's secular, we better listen to that. Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly what he says. We have a boss, and she always says people over productivity. Because honestly, if you look back, like 50 years from now, and you've done all your things, you have your degree, like what you're gonna remember in college is not what you like sat in class learning. It's gonna be the memories you make with your friends, the relationships that are still there with you. Life is just better doing it with people and loving Jesus with people. So yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. Thank you so much. I know we have been late. It's been since June. When did she text you the message?
Oh, this is
since
July.
So blame's on her. I don't take the credit.
He's always so busy. He never does it with me.
We were supposed to do it since July. I'm sorry. It's been 2 months, almost 2 months. But hey,
yes.
If you want to blame someone, blame my neighbor. Thank you so much.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.